It's now time for Party Chat Sports.
The only thing else I got to say is, how about this, Cowboys?
All right, boys. It's been a long couple of months, but I see the light at the end of the tunnel. We are inching closer. We have made our way on that 400-meter track. We're coming around the bend. Straightaway is here. We just got to keep on pushing through. We got to get to that light. Football is right around the corner. We do have our first preseason game tomorrow or today when this drops.
Wow, it's
Training
tomorrow?
camp. Yeah. Hall of Fame game is August 1st. Oh, no, July 31st. Training camp. We're in to training camp. It's starting to move along a little bit.
We get to watch Trey Lance and DJ Ooga Looga under the lights.
Ooga what?
I don't know.
Well, welcome back,
Ukulele.
everybody, to Party Chat Sports. It's been a minute since we've all been on. It's
Ukulele.
been a hot minute since Cam has had his camera on.
Cam with the cam.
Like,
Cam.
honestly,
Cam.
thank you.
Welcome. Because we reached
150
150 subs. Shout out to the real ones.
Honestly, the subscribers have been calling for it. They've been wanting to see
They actually
more.
have.
We did.
That's not a lie, actually.
We did actually get somebody that said that they wanted more. It's not. Okay.
Anyway, what do you got on our agenda for today, Gil? We got some
let's
things
get
to
into
talk
that.
about.
It's been a minute since we've all hopped on here. So what are we talking about today? Well, quarterbacks are a hot topic of discussion. We're not going to talk about training camp. No, I'm just chilling.
He's focused.
He's locked in.
I know Phoenix is going crazy in the background.
Can I help you?
So quarterbacks, we can't really talk about much training camp. There's only been a week or so, but we do need to get something up and talk. So
Imagine if the Cowboys had the best quarterback in the NFC East. Some people might say.
Have for like 10 years.
I think most people are saying that.
Well, Cowboys don't really have a quarterback that has a lot of pressure. I mean, outside of being the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. But we are not as much pressure on their shoulder as like some others. So who's going into 2025 with the most pressure? That's what we're discussing today.
That's the first bullet point of the day, yeah. Quarterbacks are the most pressure in 2025.
And then the four of us, obviously we have our four teams that we cheer for. Three of the four are represented at this very moment, with Cam not wearing anything Vikings. But what are the other teams that we are looking forward to watching this year? Because there are 31 other teams in our own. And we do like watching more. I'd say we like watching more than just our own. Obviously, we love watching our own, but we like watching those other teams. So who else are we excited to watch this season? And then ChatGPT, fantastic tool. I got a little top 10 type thing that I asked ChatGPT to rank for me. We'll try guessing what ChatGPT is, and that's a rundown for today's episode. So let's get into that first topic of conversation. Quarterbacks under the most pressure heading into 2025. There's a lot. I mean, 32 starting quarterbacks. A lot of them are under their own pressure, but who is under the most pressure either to win, make it to whatever the circumstance is? Who are those quarterbacks this year? Who wants to take it to the floor? Who wants to take it? Nobody? Bueller?
I talk a lot. I was going to let someone else do it. I have one that I can start us off with, and it could be controversial because there's a lot of quarterback camps and battles going on in camp is what I meant to say. But I'm going to pick a quarterback that has no battle whatsoever and probably never will, and that's Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is under a lot of pressure, not from like a job security standpoint, but just from a legacy standpoint, I guess, if you want to frame it that way. I mean, he's great, and we all think so. But are they going to have another year where the Bengals underperform and they don't make the playoffs? And you know what's happening here? They spent all that money to keep giving him his weapons in town. That defense is obviously horrible. We'll see how it plays out on the field, but I think there's a ton of pressure because ownership basically said, Joe, we're going to load you up, and we may need to score 60 points a game, but we need you to score 60 points a game to be successful. And the Bengals should be. I mean, they have all the talent in the world. Can they do it?
Phillip Rivers. That's his comp.
I mean, he is having a similar trajectory to that, where he's being held back by something that's not his own fault or his own doing. Like Phillip Rivers. I mean, hell,
I don't
Phillip
know that
Rivers
Phillip Rivers ever had a 1-2 punch like that. I mean,
he had LaDainian Tomlinson for a couple
Vincent
years.
Jackson, Keenan Allen,
you're
Antonio
saying
Gates.
You're saying those two
Antonio
are the same as Jamar
Gates.
Chase.
Antonio
Are you saying
Gates
that's
was
Jamar Chase, though?
I'm
He
saying
just had
that's a
the-
Hall
It's
of
not that
Fame,
level,
Hall
but
of
he
Fame
did
tight
have
end,
a
and then he
great.
had a Hall of Fame running back.
He had some great weapons. I
Okay,
think if
I'm
we're
just
making
saying.
comps to like a
Smart
previous
Chase.
generation, that probably is the closest. Just because, again, it's not wasn't always Phillip Rivers' fault. They had the number one offense and number one defense one year and still missed the playoffs. Like that's kind of what Joe Burrow is. If we're making, there's no exact comp. There's never going to be, but that's not a bad one. And I can see why Joe Burrow would be under pressure, and a lot of that's just going to be pressure he puts on himself to make sure he wins. Because, again, you're going to have to score like 50, 60 points. That's just a lot more pressure that you're going to have to put on yourself as a player. Like, you're going out there every week saying, we have to score this drive for a chance to win.
Pretty much.
And that's unrealistic in this league. But that's a lot of pressure.
Defense wins championships, and they don't have any, so pressure's on. That's why I picked them for this topic.
Makes sense. Drew, Cam, who else is under pressure this year? Who else is under the most pressure heading into 2025?
I'll go. I think Anthony Richardson. You got this year, next year, you're going to have some great quarterbacks coming out of college. If you can't prove that you are better than just an athletic quarterback, your time in the NFL is done. You've been given a chance
This is true.
from high school. If we're going to be honest, you've been given a chance from high school that nobody else has gotten, and it's strictly because of your size. If you can't be a quarterback, if you're not consistent with throwing the ball and you don't hit your targets, it might be time for that change. So
Terrell
I mean,
Pryor.
look at what perfect comp right there.
Mhm.
But I think that as historical of a franchise as the Colts are, it kind of sucks to see them not be one of the top AFC teams. So Anthony Richardson.
See, that's one I haven't really thought of, but that makes a lot of sense because you do make a good point about the next couple of years. Like, the quarterback classes look good. Dylan did a
Manning
really
is
good
coming out. A Manning. You can
Manning
continue
is
that
in a
legacy.
couple of years.
I talked about this in a
Yep.
video. Go watch it.
Dylan did go do a video or made a
How do you
video.
think
Go
I
watch
heard
that.
it? Heard from the video.
Nice plug, Cam. Nice plug.
And honestly, Anthony Richardson isn't going to have a lot of time either to prove. Like, he might lose a starting job to Daniel Jones, and then he's cooked.
Well, he's injured, so yeah.
It doesn't help. Like,
He won't be starting.
like when he comes back or whenever he's healthy, like that. If Daniel Jones is subpar and Richardson looks like garbage.
Terrell Pryor moved to wide receiver in his fourth year, I believe. This is Anthony Richardson's third year. Obviously, he's going to play quarterback this year, but assume he struggles or they flip-flop all year and he never takes the seat. A 4'4", 6'4" wide receiver, built kind of like a DK Metcalf. He might be able to do that. I don't know.
If
But
he's
it's a
willing
huge
to put in the
year. I
work.
agree. It's a huge year for his career in general.
No, I like that one. That's one I haven't really thought of. I like that. Drew, who do you got?
I hope the Colts are mid, and I hope to stay mid forever. I've never liked them, and I don't know why. But I think they're boring. Indianapolis is boring. Indiana's boring.
Indiana is boring.
The whole organization is boring, so they can stay boring.
My biggest gripe with
Me, let's see.
Shut up, Gil. Let him talk.
Prior to what you guys said earlier, Dak does have pressure on him, but I'll choose somebody else just because that's a given. We'll go with Kyler Murray.
Good one. From our Phoenix expert.
Yeah, exactly. So he's the team is trying to rebuild itself, but the most important piece they can't really and haven't really been able to do anything with. And that's for a couple of reasons. One, because Kyler is expensive. It's hard to move off of that. And two, because Kyler does have games where he plays like a good quarterback. And then he has games where he plays like a bad quarterback. And so this year, you really kind of have to determine which one he's going to be. For Kyler's own career, he has to see, like, he's had plenty of time. Like, if you're going to take a step, if you're going to do it, what are we listening to here? What's going on? What's going on back there?
ESPN's website was going crazy. That's my bad.
All right. If there's going to be a time for Kyler to finally emerge, and like I said, he's had plenty of time, this has to be it. Otherwise, the Cardinals are going to their hand will be forced. They will have to do something else at quarterback. And I'm not sure if Kyler's going to get another. He'll probably get another starting opportunity, but as like a journeyman kind of. He's going to turn into Russell Wilson, I suppose. Maybe still a little bit faster than Russ, but like he'll probably start for some teams after this, but he won't be like the long-term guy. Like
I saw some
traveling around.
I saw some unpleasant jersey swaps in Steelers uniforms. I wasn't really a fan of.
With Kyler?
Yes.
Ooh.
So I don't know. I mean, the box score watchers will say he didn't have a bad year. He threw for almost 4,000 yards, 21 touchdowns. I mean, best QBR of his career so far.
They had the division in hand and a path to win the division, and he started performing worse. The team overall was performing worse, but that's just something. If you're going to be, the starter of the team, you have to, perform a little bit better. Again, they don't have a single playoff win with Kyler, who was a first overall pick, so they really need to do something.
That does
and
make
sense.
And
not only was he the first overall pick, like the Cardinals quickly
what's he paid
dropped
right now?
Their first round pick from last year to get Kyler first overall. Granted, it was the right decision, but
he's the number 12 paid quarterback in the league right now, and that kind of feels in the ballpark for accurate.
Yeah,
I mean,
when you look at who he's paid more than, besides Mahomes,
it makes sense. Which the Chiefs getting away with quarterback 15 money for Mahomes is absurd, but it's fine.
So the Patriots did with Brady for years.
Yeah.
Granted, they didn't structure the contract the same way the Chiefs structured Mahomes' deal, where they gave him like a 10-year deal. But like that's what allowed the Patriots to win forever. Was Brady never had top 10 money or top 5 money?
Yeah.
He also had a super rich wife, but
he did.
He did.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good one. I think that's a really good one. Yeah, I mean, I think you can make a case that every quarterback is under pressure except for Mahomes. Everyone is.
Yeah,
that's just the nature of the game. But
no, the quarterback I was thinking of, and I know part of this is going to come like sounding like a hater, but I genuinely like take this off, and I still feel this way.
If you say Josh Allen.
No, I think it's Tua.
I think Josh Allen's an acceptable answer as well because he needs to win in the playoffs.
He does, but Josh Allen still has a starting job in 2026 regardless. Tua may not. And not only may Tua not have a starting job, but if Tua doesn't play well, Dolphins are cleaning house.
They
Michael
should.
Daniel could be gone. Chris Greer should be gone. Like
he's being paid QB6 money.
Yeah, and he hasn't won a playoff game. He doesn't beat teams with winning records. Yeah, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, and what do they have to show for it?
That's a bad contract.
It is a terrible. It's him and Trevor Lawrence have really bad deals. Tua, and I've never been big on Tua. Like going back to the whole
I think Trevor is worlds better than Tua, but I could be wrong.
He is, but the deals are. Well, you just traded for him, so you better hope so.
Yes, I did for my backup. I'm not even. I mean, he's going to back up Josh Allen all year. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thanks for Justin Fields. But yeah, I think
you're welcome.
for me, it's Tua because this is a make or break year for the Dolphins. If he doesn't play well, if he doesn't stay healthy, that contract, which looked bad to begin with, is just going to look that much worse, and him and everybody else is going to lose their job.
It's so
when I
funny
look at the
staring at
Dolphins as a
Deshaun
whole,
Watson on this list of average per year. Anyway, sorry.
It is gross. And honestly, I don't think the Dolphins have the tools to be a good team. Like, they could be the AFC East, besides the Bills, is going to be a toss-up for 2 through 4, like who's ranked 2 through 4 in that division. Dolphins could very well end up dead last. They don't have a good offensive line, which is going to get Tua killed. The defense is not that great. I have no idea what's going on.
Maybe literally.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Which is just going to make it worse for Tua. But ultimately, if you're a franchise quarterback, which you are paid to be, you need to be able to overcome some of that. And I don't think he has the tools. I think he's a solid. He could be a journeyman guy. I think he has those capabilities. I've never bought into him as a franchise guy. And this is his year to prove if he is or not. If he doesn't prove it in 2026, the Miami Dolphins are going to look a hell of a lot different from top to bottom. And a lot of that rides on Tua's shoulders.
That's another good one. It's a very good one. Because, yeah, I think there's a lot of quarterbacks right now that are getting paid good money that are on the verge of, like, are they going to continue to start? Because, like I said in my QB video, there's a lot of talent coming into the league right now that are going to be starters over the next 2 years. And there needs to be teams for those guys to play. And there are teams like the Dolphins, like like the Cardinals, the Browns, that are paying guys a lot of money. The Rams, Stafford's probably only got a year left, maybe.
Yeah.
And a lot of those quarterbacks, you're playing for your career at this point. So we'll see.
So I kind of got an idea of that conversation from Unsportsmanlike in the morning on ESPN Radio. One guy that they mentioned that we didn't was Caleb Williams, which I really didn't think to mention him just because he's going to his second year. But he is under a lot of pressure with the new head coach and with how his draft class that everybody went after him has looked so far. So that's not a bad honorable mention I did want to throw out there.
I would argue those young guys are still in the point where the pressure may or may not be there because they could, like Caleb Williams could have a bad year and he's still going to be the Bears starter going into the following year. So it's like, how much pressure is there? Yeah. No, but I agree. He's got to perform. Because obviously Jaden Daniels looked great. Drake May looks like he's going to take a step. So,
yeah. Or you just have guys that need to win, like Josh Allen, Rodgers. You have some of those guys that they're in spots where the pressure is on.
I know
they just need to win.
Vibrating.
I can't listen if I'm hearing a vibration.
That was bothering me too. That was not. That was not fun. Vibrations distract Cam. Anyway.
It's some ears. It rings. It makes it louder.
Come on. He just turned his camera on for the first time. Leave the man alone.
I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry. I got to take shots.
What's the next topic? Unless anyone
the next thing we got today,
about quarterback.
No, I think we've got enough quarterback conversation. Teams that we're looking forward to watching this year. So I'll take the lead on this one. The Buccaneers. I'm really looking forward to watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2025. And some of that just may be because of TikTok and Baker Mayfield being all over the place and those TikTok, edits that I keep seeing with Linkin Park. I want to feel.
Those edits do go kind of hard, I'm not going to lie.
They go hard, man. Maybe that plays a role, but also they have a lot of fun weapons. I'm a really big fan of Emeka Egbuka in that offense with Baker. I don't think Chris Godwin is the guy he used to be, so Egbuka could maybe take over or take some of those touches away from Godwin. Mike Evans, yes, he barely got 1,000 yards last year, but he was also hurt. He's still a good wide receiver. He'll be back. That's going to be a fun offense to watch. Plus, defensively, one of the best run defenses in the league. I think they were fourth in run defense. The pass defense needs work, but with their second and third round picks, they drafted corners. Todd Bowles is a really good defensive mind. I think they can make it work. And in that division, the NFC South, there's so many question marks for me in that division when you look at the Falcons. Does Michael Penix look legit? And that coaching staff, I don't really trust in Atlanta. Carolina, what's Bryce Young look like this year? It looked like he took some steps. But is he really at that point to where they're competing for the division? And then
Maybe
the
he'll hit
Saints look like
puberty
the worst.
this year.
Maybe. The Saints look like they're going to be the worst team in football. So the Buccaneers have a really good shot at winning that division again. And then from there, what does Baker and the Buccaneers do with it? I'm a big fan of Baker. I have been since he came out of college. He was a guy that I wanted the Jets to draft that year, in part because I didn't think Sam Darnold was going to be there at 3. Been a really big fan of Baker's. I thought it was crappy the way the Browns let him go. And seeing him revive his career the way that he has,
Browns
it's
is
easy
the
to root
Browns.
for.
Browns is the
And
Browns.
the Buccaneers, like, they don't get talked, like, the Eagles and their front office gets talked about a lot for being one of the best front offices in the league. The Buccaneers needs to be mentioned more. Jason Licht and that staff that they have there have built a really good team consistently. They built a team good enough for Tom Brady to come down to Tampa and choose to come down to Tampa and win. And since then, like,
What
they've
does that
still
sound
been
like?
a solid team. It's not the same. You know it. You know it's not the same.
It's kind of the same.
No, because the year before, the only thing that held back Tampa was a quarterback that threw 30 interceptions.
And 30 touchdowns.
He did have 30 touchdowns. I saw Jameis talk about that. Ryan Clark was talking to him, and I know I'm going on a tangent here, but they were talking
Yes,
about
you are.
that year. And he was asked, like, what held you back? Like, how'd you feel when they dumped you for Brady? And he's like, it was on me. I turned the ball over. And anyways, Buccaneers, really solid team, doesn't get enough credit, and I'm really looking forward to watching Baker, that offense.
Are you guys familiar with what's been happening with Tommy Pham in the MLB? So Tommy Pham was like he's an outfielder for the Pirates. He was hitting like, a $150, not that good, and he got LASIK eye surgery, and now he's hitting like 380, and he's like having an MVP caliber season. So I'm just thinking, what if Jameis got that LASIK early in his career? Yeah, what would have happened? I don't know.
He would have been like 45 and 20.
Tony Pham was on the D-backs like last year.
Tommy
And the
Pham
Red
has
Sox.
been on a lot of teams. Tommy Pham has been he's been around the block a time or two. If you catch my drift.
And no one thought to get him eye surgery until now.
Right. All right, who's next?
Who else are we looking forward to watching this year?
I'll make it
Cambridge.
easy. The Vikings.
I said not our own, bro.
I don't care about any other team this year. I'm rooting for only the Vikings. Any
Shocker.
other team can eat shit.
Shocking. Shocker.
That's all you got.
Mind blown.
Dylan Drew.
I don't know, man. I'm excited to turn on Red Zone and watch everyone. So,
So my answer is adjacent to Cam's and Drew's. I'm only excited to watch the Steelers, to be honest, but I'm not excited to watch any other team. I am excited to watch just football. Like the division battles this year are going to be insane, like they usually are. Like the AFC North is going to kill each other. The NFC East is going to be mostly fireworks. The NFC North is going to be insane. The AFC West should be really good to watch. So is the NFC West. I mean, basically everybody except for the South, as we've already discussed in the over-under video, is going to be really fun to watch. The AFC South will be fun to see.
I don't know if the AFC is going to be that exciting.
The Patriots might make noise. I think the Patriots might be interesting, but
I don't
Jets
think
and
so.
Dolphins, I don't buy into.
They're a bottom division to watch in the league this year. That is correct. But AFC South, those teams are all so close to each other. That will be fun to watch. The NFC South garbage. I have zero interest in watching the NFC South until they hit whatever wild card game they're going to be a part of. But that's my answer. I'm also not picking a team because my team is the Steelers. But I'm excited for football on my Sunday all day.
I don't know if you should be excited to watch the Steelers, honestly.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
you just had 4 tight end personnel.
That
Fear of the
actually
year,
might go.
baby.
That might actually go super hard. Actually, Darnell Washington and Johnny just we're gonna run it in your face. But anyway, I so part of let me finish. I am less excited this year to watch the Steelers than in years prior. That is not a secret. So my guy Alex Kazor, he always writes camp note diaries of like every single play in training camp every single day. Like the past 3 years, I've read every single word of every single one of those religiously. Mostly because I've been trying to figure out what Kenny Pickett was doing. I was trying to figure out what Fields was doing, and this year I read it, but I don't care. I don't need to know what Rodgers is doing. I'm not as locked in on the excitement. Next year I will be back when we have our rookie quarterback, but
I think the other one that I kind of am looking forward to watching is the Rams, at least with that Stafford Devontae Adams connection. Like, I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm just also
I'll watch it when it comes on.
I'm used to watching more than just the Jets, just because I want to enjoy my football seasons. You know, it's the one
That
time
was a very
year that I look forward
Gil-coded topic, I'll be honest.
to. It was 100%.
All I'm saying is when the Cowboys are on, I watch the Cowboys game. When the Cowboys are not on, it's red zone. I'm not following any other specific teams. I mean, obviously the primetime games you get who you get, but
Yeah.
I like watching everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
All
on
your fantasy
YouTube
players.
TV where you can do the 4-box, and I always make sure I have Steelers in one of the boxes and try to get red zone in the other. But like most of the time, though, I will watch Steelers on the full screen, and then if there's a commercial, I might flip to red zone. But red zone's usually on a different screen as well. Yeah.
It's a two-team setup. I got Jets usually on the big one, and then the second one will have red zone and something else that I just.
Well, this year I'm trying out a whole new
to.
setup with the big TV on the wall in the basement. So we'll see how it works out. I might be able to
Slight flex.
get away with the four screen.
So we have a little bit where we have more time than I anticipated. So in sort of that same vein, and with Dylan kind of discussing like the training camp stuff, I know I'd said there's nothing to take away. I do have at least one takeaway from the first week. I'm sure everybody has one. So that's what I'm going to limit it to, is one takeaway from your team. One takeaway from our respective teams after the first week. Cam, that is more guided towards you. I need one Vikings takeaway.
Oh, you're talking to me? I just gave you the most simplistic answer. We're talking
It's
to
true.
you right now, my guy.
You have the highest word count, Gil. You do have the highest word count today, but that's okay.
Amen.
Oh, let's
Usually how
go,
it
Reds. Reds just scored. Absolutely. Sorry.
Yeah, no one cares.
One
Okay, D-backs.
takeaway.
Who you
from
selling
training
today? Anyway.
Gino. A lot of people.
Probably. Sorry, Gil. We're Party Chat
I
Sports.
gotta
We
take
have
away.
other sports to talk about around here.
I know.
You had a
I
trade,
will say, JJ McCarthy being talked very, very highly of his teammates, and not in the way of just like,
That's literally not.
we like him. He's a really good guy.
Go ahead.
Let it go. Let him go. Let him finish.
Go ahead.
You were saying J.J. McCarthy, the way
Well, now I'm
he's
lost.
being talked about,
Now I want to know. So
while he's being, or how he's being talked about by his teammates, your takeaway is J.J. McCarthy and the way teammates are talking about him.
I just think they're speaking very, very highly of him. More about his work ethic than how he's actually doing. But I'm excited to see what JJ is going to do this year. That's it.
That's a good take
Not
to
putting
have.
much behind shorts.
I would be excited to
first week,
watch
that's
a
not bad.
practical rookie quarterback. That's fair.
Yeah. And that's the
I've
way you got to look at it this year for him, is that he's a rookie.
Because he'll probably play like one.
Yeah.
Based on what we've seen from very limited skewed training camp clips that are terrible to take
I'm in a
information
no
from.
lose
They're
situation right now. I can either be mad at him or I can be happy with him.
I think if you go
If he
3 and
sucks-
12 and he plays like doo-doo. I don't think that's a win situation. That sounds like a lose situation to me.
Well, he's a Michigan quarterback, so I can be like, I
But
always knew
but
I
but
could never trust a Michigan
why are
quarterback.
you
But
letting
if we win,
homers
I
in?
can say the Vikings.
You
It's
know
just
he's a
for
bigger Ohio
the
State fan than
lose-lose.
Vikings
That's
fans.
just
Whatever makes Ohio State, he's there
They're
for.
pretty
that's just
equal.
terrible. I don't care where my NFL players went to college at all.
Now,
So you
once they put
switched
on
your
that
college
Jets
team.
helmet,
You went from Georgia to Kentucky.
Did
he did. Once they put on that Jets helmet, I don't care. Just go out there and help me win games, which hasn't happened. But that's the whole. My one takeaway has been how terrible of a coaching job Robert Saleh did in previous years. Because every time you put a microphone up in front of Aaron Glenn or the players who played for him, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Vera Tucker, Sauce, Brees Hall, Quinton Williams, it's like unprompted shots at Saleh. They're talking about, they've never had this much competitiveness. There's never been this much, they never had to deal with discipline. They talked about how they haven't tackled in practice like this since college. Like or how they're actually getting coached. That's been actual quotes, has been they're actually getting coached this year is a difference. So my takeaway over the first week has been just how bad of a job Robert Saleh must have been, or how terrible he must have been at his job before that I didn't realize. With all these, not just coaches, because it's one thing for coaches to come out and trash on previous head coaches. Sean Payton did it when he got to Denver. But when players
because Sean
are
Payton's not a
saying
good
stuff
person.
unprompted, right? But still, it happens.
Yeah, they
But
made a
it's when
feel-good movie about
players
him, though.
are saying stuff unprompted, that's the
It's so
stuff that
funny
catches
because
my
he was
eye.
suspended for Bountygate, and they made a feel-good movie about him.
Coaching a Pee-wee football
That's
team.
a crazy concept, man. My bad.
But yeah, all the unprompted stuff I find funny. Drew, Dylan, after the first week, one takeaway.
All right, I guess. I take away from just training camp in general is it's funny to see. This happens a lot with wide receivers. You'll find a guy in training camp that you draft in the 5th round. He's going crazy in training camp, and he don't touch the field the entire season. It's
No,
there's
never.
such a large gap that everyone, football's back. You're excited to watch training camp. It feels real. It's not. It's not real. The the stuff you're seeing in videos, it's not real. The
It's like
5th
that
round wide
Raiders
receiver
clip
you
of the
have is
Thornton.
not. He's not the next Jerry Rice. He's not the next, Calvin Johnson. He's probably not touching the field. Maybe he's getting on the field and then he's going to go block somebody. And
That's his
that's
50th rep, and you
It's
just
that,
saw
like
it's
one.
that.
that Raiders.
Yeah, it
It's that
happens
Raiders clip
every
of
year.
Thornton. Raiders Thornton. He dusted a cornerback in a one-on-one drill on a streak route, which is completely geared towards the wide receiver, and he beats him. He's like, "Oh my god, this dude's the answer." Yeah, and he might not even make the roster. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Total
it's fun.
sleeper at the position with the eye emoji coming from LF football.
Yeah,
Yeah. ML football.
ML football. What a bum,
Dov.
dude.
This guy.
Dov Kleiman.
Breakout season incoming? Question mark.
Oh my gosh.
Dylan, what you got
I
for
hate
us?
ML football. So the Steelers practiced in pads for the first time today. I don't have a very high takeaway. I guess I'll say our Steelers defense should be good, and that's not a really training camp takeaway. That's just look at the names on the team. If they're not a top 5 defense, we got a problem. But they have been dominating the offense the first week, and that's to be expected. And, Pat McAfee was at Steelers practice today as well, and they were hype, and they were chanting a lot of vulgar things in the background. We had a F Matt Canada chant. We had an F Myles Garrett chant. It was just a lot of funny
There
things
was a
happening.
Jets chant in there, which
There was a Jets chant. I don't remember what it was. But yeah. So I really don't we're a week into training camp and they practice in pads one time. I don't really have a takeaway other than I'm excited. I am ready to watch them on my TV. I don't know if I'm excited. I'm ready.
It feels so much
Good,
closer
too.
than it actually is.
It does.
It's July
I think it's
still.
because
First game
We
of
don't
the
play till
season.
September.
First game of the it's
We have
over
a whole
30.
month to
Like
go.
it's like 35 days.
I think
But
part of it is
a
because
while
we're starting to
ago,
get that
we were at
32.
like 100 days. 60 days ago.
Yeah, that was like 70 days
ago.
ago.
Yeah, so that's all we got to do.
Math.
Quick maths.
Perfect. Well, last thing I had, unless anybody else had something else to add here tonight. So, in the spirit of quarterbacks, I had ChatGPT rank number one overall quarterbacks drafted number one overall, and give us how ChatGPT ranks these quarterbacks. There has been 39
Holy smokes!
in the history of the NFL. I had it narrowed down.
I feel like that's not that many.
No, I'm just
Had
saying
it
this
narrowed
list is going to
down
be hard.
to just since 1970.
I thought you were going to
all
say
of
like
quarterbacks
2000.
drafted number one overall since 1970. Since 1970.
Okay.
So there's some old timers in here. Let's
Number
do
39, Jamarcus Russell.
He's
that a bad
actually
guess?
not even the worst one on here according
Number
to ChatGPT.
38, Jamarcus Russell.
So 39 was all time. 39, it trims down to 28 since
28,
1970.
Jamarcus
Jamarcus
Russell.
Russell is not dead last. He is not.
27, Jamarcus Russell. How is he not last? There's no
Nope.
way.
It's not last.
This
This
is
is ChatGPT.
this
You
list
gotta
is going to be
remember,
awful. This list is going to be terrible.
It's going to be
What's
awful.
the goal here?
So
Are
I
you just
think-
reading this off, or are we guessing, Sam?
Are we guessing?
Guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Do we do like top
Number-
15? Like
Number 1, Peyton Manning. Are we just firing this off as a group, or is this going to be like a? Is it going to be like a quiz where we have to sit? But
Yeah. Yep.
This is going to be a hard quiz. I feel like we have to work as a group because there's not a good way to be like, who are they? Because we know who number 1 picks are, probably.
All
I'm
right.
gonna get 0 correct.
Yeah. Number 1 was Peyton Manning.
Okay, all right. I'm on the board.
Now, this will probably help a little bit. It tiered it. So, like, Tier 1 is Hall of Fame all-time greats. Tier 2 is stars but not goats. Tier 3 is decent career journeyman.
So are we guessing their tiers?
Those are... No, but
Ah,
the
I feel like
Hall
that
of
would be
Fame
easier.
all-time greats, I thought would help
John
give you,
Elway.
like, who's going to be 2 through
John Elway, number 2.
2.
Look at me go. Oh, crap.
It's huge. I remember when a lot of old guys were drafted.
Derek
David Carr.
Carr.
David Carr. Sorry, that's
David
not bad. That's
Carr
not bad.
is 24 on this list. So he's way
Are we
down.
just
Actually, they have
ripping
Jamarcus.
off? Are we
Half
just
a
ripping
point.
off all
Half
the
a point.
names? We're just ripping
No.
off names of who were
I'm just
number 1
telling you where
picks.
they're at.
I don't know what the goal of the game is.
Number 3.
Okay, number 3.
Who's going to be number 3?
Who's going to be number 3?
Newton.
I don't know if ChatGPT is going to put Joe Burrow this high. Newton is going to be up
So you-
here.
Troy Aikman.
Did you just Google if he was the number 1 pick?
Googling your
Yeah,
mind.
he did.
Got some good,
Yeah,
good
he did.
results.
He had no idea.
Well, I will say one of these all-time greats that's in Tier 1 I don't necessarily agree with, but it takes rings into account.
Eli Manning. Wait,
It's not number 3.
did
It was like 10.
did Eli go number 1 in that year?
No.
And he went number 1 in the draft.
Yeah,
Did he?
screw you, Cam.
Yep.
Yeah, and then he was traded.
He was first to the Chargers and then traded to the Giants.
I thought it was like 10.
No. I think Ben went 10 or something around there.
So number 3, again, these are going to be Hall of Famers or guys that have won multiple rings.
A number 1 pick who won multiple rings. Was Joe Montana a number 1 pick?
No, he's a 3rd-round pick.
Really? Didn't think that.
Who has more than Aikman?
Like Flutie? I don't know.
You say Lex Lugie?
No, he
Doug
said Doug
Flutie.
Flutie.
Hello?
I thought he said Lex Lugie. So who the heck is that, bro? What?
Bro, that's a
We're in the
Batman
DC
villain.
universe right now.
Yeah.
He's looking for Superman.
So we're only going to go to 8. We're only going to go to 8.
This is going to
and then I'll
help.
read off the
That
rest
should
once we
help.
get
That
to
should
8.
help. Well, then we can just rapid fire names and you can tell them.
'Cause those are the 2 tiers. The 2 tiers are
I already said Peyton Manning. I already said
who has won
John
multiple
Elway.
rings.
A lot of people have won multiple rings. Were we alive when this happened?
No.
Terry Bradshaw?
Number 3.
Was he a number 1 overall
That's
pick?
Terry
No
Brad-
way.
In 1970,
That's crazy. I didn't
which
know
is
that.
where the cutoff was. Number 4 is somebody that you guys have already said.
Eli Manning.
Yep, because it takes to
Let me go crazy. Let me go crazy.
Over Troy Aikman, man?
Yeah, man.
Does that put Troy Aikman
What
at
the
5?
heck is this list?
I don't think Troy Aikman's on here.
What do you mean?
Was
Troy
he a number
Aikman is
1?
not on here.
There's no way he was.
Was he
I
first
could have
overall?
swore.
He was the first overall pick in the
First overall?
1989 draft, man.
ChatGPT hates Troy Aikman, bro.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Let it be
Nuts.
known. There's anti-Cowboys
That is wild.
propaganda in the AI universe.
It's built into the AI, bro. You can't tell me. You can't tell me there's not just unfiltered hate for the Cowboys.
So now we're into tier 2. These are
Okay.
stars, but not goats, drafted number 1 overall.
Now
We
I
have
want to
seen
say
all
Joe
4 of these guys.
Burrow and Cam
Yes and no.
Newton. Joe Burrow and Cam Newton should be here.
One of those is number 5.
Joe Burrow. Probably Cam Newton. Cam
One.
Newton, Gil, is the answer.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, then that makes Joe Burrow 9. All right, this list is stupid. ChatGPT. We've seen all of them. They're not going to put
We've
Baker
watched
Mayfield this high. There's no way.
Oh.
We've watched all of them.
We've watched all
Stafford.
3 of these guys.
Ooh.
He barely made it. He barely missed, actually. He barely missed.
I mean,
this
he
year.
barely missed.
Oh,
He
so
barely
Stafford's
missed
number
this
9.
year. Yep.
This
Let's
list
go
is
ahead and
close.
wrap the list up. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Cam Newton's 5, but Stafford is 9.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
crazy. ChatGPT is off its rocker. Hey, the Reds win.
Ask Gemini instead.
The Reds win. They've never been swept.
Again, I don't
Let's
agree
go.
with this, but it is, to me, after seeing like different ChatGPT lists on TikTok, it's weird to see like how this thinks. So again, these were stars, I guess, not goats, but stars. Drafted number 1 overall. The earliest one would be
What tier is
Early
Stafford
cuts.
in then? What is his
he's a
tier list?
careers journeyman, is what it's called. But
Okay.
again, I don't agree. I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Worst
Yeah.
quiz
I
of
guess
all
he.
time.
I
What
guess
is that?
he journeyed to LA to win his
He
ring.
journeyed to LA and won a Super Bowl.
Oh my goodness.
The 3 guys in front of him have never been to a Super Bowl, and yet he is still.
Are any of those 3 in the league today?
No.
Oh shoot. Dude, they're gonna be like this early 2000s QBs of zero relevancy.
You've watched them.
Was
Is Carson Palmer number 1 pick?
he
Was?
Was he? Is he in this list? Is he in
Carson
that tier?
Palmer.
He's in tier 2. He's in tier 2.
Ew, dude.
He's
that's
number 8.
disgusting. Good pull, Cam. Oh, so then that opens the door for like... Jeez.
Number 7 is early 2000s. Number
Is
6
that-
is early 2010s.
Is that where David Carr is on the list? I don't remember what the
No.
answer was for that. Early
He was
2010s
24.
was one of them?
Early 2010s and early 2000s is the year they were drafted number 1 overall.
Give us the team.
No, that gives it away.
Early 2010s. Come on, guys.
They're
Who was
not in the
drafted
league
number
Oh,
one
anymore.
overall?
Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck's got to be here, right?
He's 6.
Yeah,
Why is he
okay.
in the? Why is he? Why is he?
No,
here?
that's fine. Andrew looks
He
good.
was, he was great. He just only played for 2 seconds.
Above Matthew Stafford, I don't know though. But
Yeah, no,
He doesn't
no.
have
We've already
longevity.
addressed Matthew Stafford should be at the top of this tier. We've already established this.
Team success.
honestly, he should be in tier 1 out of
Yeah,
all
probably.
these guys. But it also doesn't even have Troy Aikman on here. So
It's crazy.
Is Jameis Winston on this list? No, you said they're not in the league anymore.
no, this guy's
Could
not.
be on the list though.
He's on the list. He's somewhere down here. I don't see him.
It's crazy.
So the list is just the list is inaccurate. But
It's ChatGPT, man.
That's the exercise. We're seeing how stupid ChatGPT is. That's what we're doing here.
Is this
Oh,
originally
Rock
paid
next
for or is
time.
it free?
it's his Gemini.
It's free.
Oh, it's, you didn't pay for. You should have asked ChatGPT to create a picture of the list, and then I don't know where I'm
And
going
then
with
what?
that. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Then we can look at the
Was
picture.
Jake Delhomme in the first overall pick, or
I
Matt
don't think he was.
Hasselbeck? There's no way, right?
In the early
This dude was a dog.
2000s. That's the one we need. Never been to a Super Bowl.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't number 1. Yeah, never been to a Super Bowl. God, it's gonna be some dude in like 2007 or something.
Vince Young.
Ooh. Oh,
No
Good pull.
way.
good pull, Cam. Good
No.
pull. Was Brett
Just
Favre
started
number
thinking
1
about
overall
national
pick?
championships.
No, he was a second round pick.
He's from
That's crazy.
Southern Miss, my guy.
So what?
Some might say he was a dog.
Some might say he was a dog.
Like stealing
this
from
guy?
homeless people.
Michael Vick.
Oh my god!
Yep.
They
Number
put
7
Michael
on here.
Vick over Matthew Stafford.
Mike
What
Vick
are we?
has
That's crazy.
his reputation has benefited so much from Madden. He might be
It
the
has.
most like he might have benefited from Madden more than John Madden, honestly.
That's
Facts,
That's
actually.
crazy. In one game, it was one Madden. It wasn't even all of them. It was one.
It was just the one he was on the cover on.
I mean, this dude
Yeah, that was
never
more or
threw
less
for
just-
more than 3,000 yards before he went to Philly, and then he barely did that. His
He had one
he
good
threw
season,
for,
really.
He
and
threw for more than 20 touchdowns once. This dude is dookie.
So the note ChatGPT has is 4-time Pro Bowl, revolutionized quarterback mobility, comeback story.
I'll give him the mobility as like a revolutionized kind of deal, but
I don't. So here's why Matthew Stafford's so low. So like 3-time Pro Bowler Carson Palmer, 4-time Pro Bowl Andrew Luck, MVP Super Bowl appearance, 3-time Pro Bowl Cam Newton. It looks like it takes the Pro Bowls high into consideration because Matthew Stafford only has 1 Pro Bowl.
this
So it
was
says,
a
like,
Super
dumb.
Bowl.
Yeah, that
Super
feels
Bowl
like a
champ,
more
1-time
important
Pro
bowl.
Bowl, high passing totals.
One Pro Bowl feels
Did he
I
not win
agree.
MVP too?
crazy.
He did not.
No.
I think Cooper
Cooper
Cup
Kupp
was
won.
Super Bowl MVP.
Cooper
Super
Kupp.
Bowl MVP.
Or did they split it? It was like Cooper Cup, Aaron Donald, or something like that.
No, it was Cooper Kupp.
But yeah, I thought it was interesting to say the least
Sure is
how
interesting.
ChatGPT ranks a lot of these guys.
Wow.
Give me a couple other number 1 overall picks. I'll tell you where they're ranked. So Joe Burrow's 15, by the way.
Kyler Murray.
14. They have Kyler Murray above Joe Burrow.
That's insane. Deshaun was 2
No.
because Baker
he's-
was 1,
No,
right?
it was like 10.
No,
He was
because
10 or
Mitchell
12.
Trubisky
Yeah,
was number
'cause-
1.
Yes.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
Mitchell
He was
Trubisky was
2.
3.
You
Who
had
was
the
1?
first one right.
2.
Baker.
That year, no, 17
No, was it not
would have
Baker?
been...
Yeah, it was
Not
Baker.
No,
the
that was
same
Miles
year.
Garrett. 17 was Miles Garrett. Baker was number 1 overall in 18.
Oh, so Trubisky just was the number 1 quarterback, but he went number 2.
Yep.
Weird.
That year, that it was
Okay,
Trubisky,
where's Baker at?
and then I want to say Mahomes, Watson. 17.
Cam Ward.
What's Kyler doing up there?
Not on here yet.
Cam Ward.
Not on here.
Last.
Number
Kyler's
12,
14,
he
I
can throw nonchalantly.
One ahead of Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, where's
Marcus
Jamarcus
Russell
on
is
the list?
22. 22.
22?
No way.
I need you to
Jim
read
Couch, David Carr, Alkali Smith, Akili Smith, and Rick Muir are all ranked below.
To be fair, I
Jamarcus
haven't
Russell.
heard a couple of those guys, so maybe they were really bad. Rick
Rick-
Muir?
yeah, Rick
How do you spell this? Oh, Myra.
Muir, the Mirer. Promising rookie year declined fast.
He threw for 2,800 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 17 interceptions as a rookie. And then 2,000
Hey,
yards,
93,
11
man, don't take that.
touchdowns, 7 picks. This dude has 50 touchdowns to 76 interceptions in his career. That's pretty bad. He threw for 12,000 yards in an 8-year career, though. But
Akili Smith? Is that how you say that?
Trevor
Lawrence.
Rick Muir wasn't even a number 1 overall pick. He was number 2 in the 1993 draft.
It's also
That's
the
crazy.
same. It's also the same list that doesn't even have Troy Aikman.
Drew Bledsoe was the was the number 1 overall pick that year.
Drew Bledsoe is 11 on here.
That's crazy. I mean,
Lawrence
he
is
threw for
16.
12,000 yards. That doesn't feel like last
Bledsoe,
place.
I mean,
He also shouldn't even be on the list. So, Jamarcus Russell threw for 4,000 yards in his career, 18 touchdowns and 23 interceptions. He played for 3 seasons. That second year, though, 13 touchdowns, 8 picks, 2,400 yards. Could have been worse. It was worse the following year when he
So
went
you have-
3 touchdowns to 11 picks.
So it has Vinny Testaverde 10, Alex Smith 12, Jared Goff 13.
Alex Smith. I always forget he was a number 1 pick. Jared Goff.
The full-time Pro Bowl comeback player of the year.
He did come back.
George,
Golf.
Jeff George, 2 first names.
Sam Bradford.
Sam Bradford is like
Steve
such
Bartkowski.
a early 2000s quarterback. Remember when all the quarterbacks in college, when they dropped back to pass, the ball was right here the whole time? They dropped back to pass.
Yeah.
That was like an early 2000s thing. But then they would
It
have
felt
they would
specifically
just launch it,
like
2004.
it felt specifically like West Coast. Like you had to be in the Big 12 or the Pac-12,
Yeah.
Mountain West, like
And they
to
all
be throwing
just-
the ball like that. that was
Like
yeah.
I watched the Cal
If you were
clip of Aaron
playing-
Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers did this at Cal, like ball on
Yep.
his ear. I'm like, what? And Jimmy Clausen. I think I saw a clip of Jimmy Clausen like holding the ball in his ear. Aaron Murray used to do that at Georgia, which I watched a clip and I was like, what the heck is he
Aaron
doing?
Murray. That's crazy.
My
Wow.
dog, Aaron Murray. He's got that jersey in my closet.
It's been a minute since I've heard that name.
I thought he was the man, and then
Yeah.
I realized he was only like 5'10".
Aaron Murray jersey, bro. You spent money on an Aaron Murray jersey.
No, it was given to me for Christmas. So
Oh.
it's
guess
a Georgia.
You made a
Aaron
family
Murray.
member spend money on an Aaron Murray jersey.
It's a Georgia
That's
jersey.
even worse.
It's not like a Chief jersey. What do you mean? He's the
I
all-time
can't
leading
say.
SEC passing leader in yards and touchdowns. What do you want from him?
No one cares.
I can't
Aaron
say
Murray
anything
was
on money
a goat.
spent on
We'll give it
jerseys.
to him.
I don't understand how he didn't work in the NFL. I don't understand. My brain doesn't. I don't understand.
Didn't he go to the Bengals?
No, he was on the Chiefs. And he was like their fourth string quarterback when they had Alex Smith and a bunch of nobodies.
It's pretty sad.
He never threw a pass in the NFL. He tore his ACL as a senior.
All-time SEC leader.
Never throw. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy to think about? The all-time passing leader in the SEC never threw an NFL pass. He did tear his ACL as a
Case
senior at
Keenum's
Georgia.
the all-time leader, but at least he won a playoff game.
At least he did some cool things. I mean, Aaron Murray the best thing he can claim to fame is his brother was the Bachelor one time. Nice tidbit of information there. But he tore his ACL as a senior, and I think it was one of those things where he just never recovered. But crazy, man. I don't know.
I feel like you could do a whole episode on
those TikToks where it's like 30 slides, but it shows like why Dree Archer didn't work out, and it's got that like nice soothing music in the background. I'm waiting for the Aaron.
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, Dree Archer thought he was the man, and then he
ran
ball
it
so
twice. He was so good, man.
He was going to be like an elite special team guy.
Mm-hmm. And then we released him for Jacoby Jones, R.I.P.
Well, I think that's a good place to end this episode. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
I'm over here.
I'm going to dive the rails a little bit there at the end.
He is trying to do an outro. Shut up.
Bill's not going to be able to sleep tonight. It's going to be okay. He's going to be thinking about Aaron Murray. We, on the other hand, are going to be thinking about football season just being closer. Stay tuned to the feed here at Party Chat Sports as we get closer and into football season. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell anybody that you know that loves sports as much as we do, specifically football, to check us out at Party Chat Sports on YouTube, on TikTok, wherever you get your podcasts. And yeah, give us a
Twitter.
Like, subscribe, Twitter. Thank you. I knew I was missing one. Like it starts with the T. What is it? It's Twitter. Check us out. Give us suggestions. Give us. Yeah. It's still twitter.com. The URL is still twitter.com. It's not x.com.
Is it actually?
So, yeah, still twitter.com.
I figured out why Aaron Murray didn't make it.
Oh my goodness! Shut up about Aaron Murray.
He fumbled three times. He fumbled three times in one preseason game, and then he threw 2 interceptions in the next one, and he got cut. He was behind. He was behind Alex Smith, Nick Foles, and Tyler Bray. Tyler Bray. All right, I'm done. I closed the window. My bad.
All right. I'm glad we solved that mystery. And with that said, thanks everybody for tuning in to Party Chat Sports. Until next time, peace.
Adios.
Goodbye.
See ya.